Welcome to Angela's Kitchen Garden, where I grow my own organic fruit, vegetables and cut flowers. I've come down to the plot today to do some weeding because it's got a bit overgrown and a bit out of hand, and so I'm going to try and get as much of my plot sorted out as possible. So I'll give you a little before shot. As you can see, it's looking quite untidy. I need to give it a bit of a sweep and get all of the weeds out. And so I'll get on with that now, and then I'll come back and show you what I've been up to. So I've managed to have a good weed of this bed here and the beans behind, and I've weeded the other bed there, although there weren't many weeds on that one. And if you have a look here, I did have my chives and I've cut these right back, and then I'll get lots of nice new fresh shoots. It also got a bit of rust, so cutting it back will hopefully get rid of that, and it will mean that I'll have a nice clump of chives again. And so those are my little herbs in my herb garden. And my mint, I moved this, it was just tucked in behind there, and so I've just moved it over so it's got a bit more space. And then I've also planted a tomato plant. I was given this, it's a little cherry tomato, and it's a bush tomato, so it will just stay nice and small and compact and have lots of cherry tomatoes. And then I've also put a couple of marigolds down the bottom because they're a good companion plant for your tomatoes. And then moving on, I've weeded my broad beans, although I couldn't really get right into the middle because they're quite thick in there. And I've also had a good weed along with where my parsnips are, my carrots, my beetroot, and I've pulled up my radishes because those are gone to seed, and so I will need to re-sow some more. I should have been doing that, but I have just not got around to it, so I'll re-sow those. And here are some carrots that my son sowed. These are little round ones. They look a bit like radishes. I think he put a few too many seeds in, but hopefully as we thin them out, they will just have more space. So we'll pick some when they're really tiny and then let the others bush out and take up the rest of the space. And here on my root vegetable bed, the reason that I use this, it's called Enviromesh, and you can buy it in panels, so they go like this with the bamboo posts in them, and I just picked these up from the garden centre. But the reason that I do this is to stop I don't necessarily need them for the beetroot, but the birds eat the beetroot leaves, so I find that as I've got these up on this bed anyway, I might as well use them for my beetroot. But for my carrots, it stops the carrot fly, and they fly quite close to the ground and then they damage your carrots. So if you put this stuff up, it stops them from being able to go and lay their eggs near where your carrots are, and then their grubs will eat your carrots. And so this just stops them, and it's not too unsightly. If you have a look, it doesn't look too bad, but that will just protect them from pests. And so I've got a couple of rows of that along there. And then I've managed to get to this bed here, so I've done half of this bed so far. So tomorrow, these are my leeks that I've got in there. Those are my bunching onions, and I've got my stocks, and I've got some asparagus peas which really needed planting out before, but I'll get to that. So I'll weed the rest of this tomorrow and then I'll plant it out, and I've got quite a few things that need planting out into this bed. And then the project, and I also need to have a little tiny weed here. It's not too bad because it was weeded quite recently when I planted my quail or flower sprouts in there. So I have a little bit of a weed and a tidy up around here, and I've also got some cosmos and some sweet peas and things at the back. So just tidy this up tomorrow, and then over the next week I will have got right the way down to the end of the plot. And I was thinking tomorrow what I might do is I might do a bit more tidying up and then do a plot tour, so you can have a look and see what I'm growing on my plot at the moment. And then I'll go through what things I'm about to start sowing, so that I'll have a continual crop of things to take home. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Also check out my other videos.
If you're on social media, you can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Pinterest, and the details of that are in the description below. And I'll be uploading another video at the same time tomorrow, so see you on the next one. Bye!